Good evening once again, book lovers of the internet. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Book Nerd 802. I am extremely exhausted from university, and in this video, I am going to be reviewing yet another story from The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes by Arthur Conan Doyle. This one is called The Boscombe Valley Mystery. It consists of about 32 pages, and I rated it uh, 3 out of 5 stars. I finished reading this one a couple of days ago rather. I have The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes forming part of my collection, this one right here, but I am reviewing these individually to help with my Goodreads goal because I am far behind. And as with every Holmes story I've read so far, it is indeed well written, and our protagonist is, as expected, very clever. And with regard to the story itself, there isn't much depth, although Holmes did save a life, and him thinking of Lestrade as a loser is rather entertaining. Lestrade is one of the other investigators who isn't as exceptional as Sherlock Holmes is, and it's entertaining the sort of rivalry they have, even though they do try to save face in front of each other. They both know that they wouldn't get along well in any other situation. Holmes is far superior to Lestrade, and this one has to do with a kid called James who is accused of killing his father, when in truth, this is not the case. A bit of a spoiler there, but you're not missing out on much. I mean, it's more about the way it's written rather than the story. Anyway, what makes it interesting is how two families collide and have a lot of history, and yet the children involved, we have Alice and James, right? They will probably never figure out why their love for each other was prohibited and how much bad blood there is in the family, since both the people who created the bad blood have now passed away. And whilst I understand Jack's intentions completely, um, I still feel as though he's in the wrong for what he did, since he's the one who stirred up all the trouble to begin with. Jack is Alice's father, and also the person who killed James's father, by the way. And I would say that he threw the first rock, but he actually used a literal one to kill the victim in the story, as I mentioned, James's father. And he had his reasons for doing so. I believe there was blackmail involved, and yeah, it eventually went too far to the point where it led to murder. And Jack is a thief, and yet his age does not prevent him from being labeled a murderer, even though now he did spend a lot of his life trying to turn it around. He is still a murderer at the end of the day. I don't care that he is old, that is what he is labeled as, and I agree with that. And the second Holmes showed up, Jack did not even hesitate to confess, and yeah, I suppose throughout the story he was just protecting his daughter Alice, who ended up falling in love with James anyway. So all his work was counterproductive. The murder was completely futile as well. Um, but in that sense, I suppose that is what makes this tale so thought provoking, since there's no record of the history both families created together once Jack and James's dad died. And I suppose Sherlock and Watson know. They are in the know after all, they're the ones who solve the case, but they're too good a pair of people to say anything. Um, and yeah, I suppose that is all I have to say about the story. The Boscombe Valley mystery. I mean, what I basically expected. There wasn't really anything which necessarily stood out, but it is very well written. I do love Arthur Conan Doyle's writing style. I do look forward to reading more. Still reading A Study in Scarlet by the same guy. And yeah, honestly, just goes to show that nothing comes in between true love, perhaps. I mean, I wouldn't mind a bit of an update with regard to how Alice and James are doing. Um, in my opinion, I think the story did end a bit too abruptly, but that is also the case since Sherlock is so many steps ahead anyway. But yeah, anyway, that is all I had to say about the story. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, take a look at the rest of my content because why not? It's absolutely amazing. And Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully very, very soon. Bye, guys.